Ah, Cabrini, Ordinary Angels. Remember that period a few weeks ago where not one, but two faith-based movies actually didn't suck back and were actually really good back to back? Yeah, yeah, we're back. All right, do the thing.
You need Jesus, that's what you need.
Thanks, Fluffy. Disclaimer. Reviewing this movie now makes me feel kind of shabby. Look, okay, I still hate this movie. Nothing can change my hate for this movie. But, time passes. You put the review off an entire day after seeing it for a stream with your buddy. Then you wake up and you realize that you'd much rather watch last night's episode of X-Men 97 or Star Wars The Bad Batch than do the review right now. So you put it off until literally 24 hours after getting home from it. And then you get a really lovely response on TikTok to your negative review by the film's co-writer and director. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Well, and onward and upward. We're here to talk about a movie. It's Raised on Popcorn Grant, everybody. Today we are talking about a movie, kind of. Someone Like You, god damn it. Oh, also, in case you haven't noticed, this video is not for children. If you're children, fuck, shit, dick, waffle, cunt, biscuit. Anyway, hi everyone. Yes, it's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy. Someone Like You is directed by Tyler Russell. It is written by Tyler Russell, and I also believe that she's his mother, the other writer of this film, and the author of the book it's based on. I'm pretty sure Karen Kingsbury, and it is in fact based on her novel. So, what is this film about? Well, it's a Christian movie that it centers on this gentleman by the name of Dawson Gage. Ew, that's a name, sure. He is a young man, mid to late 20s. I think it's 27, 28, something like that. And he lost both of his parents, but he was raised, I guess, by his best friend's family. His best friend, who is, he wants to be something more, and her name is London. But oh boy, she doesn't believe in God, and her family doesn't really believe in God either, and he's a Christian, and this is a Christian movie, which means she will eventually believe in God after she gets hit by a car. Okay, can we now officially call a moratorium on the idea of an atheist character being smited by a motor vehicle and only then giving themselves over to Jesus? That has become, to this subgenre, what killing the non-white character first in a slasher movie has become to horror films. We shouldn't be doing this anymore. God's Not Dead did it, and it was kind of shocking and just how ridiculous it was. Now it's just like, yeah, predictable. This is like the fifth movie I've seen where that happens. Just stop. But anyway, and but turns out she was an in vitro child, and there was another embryo that they gave. They keep saying adopted. It's not adoption. The woman carried her in her womb like anybody else did, but let's just call it what it's an in vitro child. It was another embryo, and it turns out she has a twin sister who looks just like her and is played by the same actress named Allie. Yeah, Allie. Sorry guys, remember I saw this movie a whole day ago. Yes, Allie. And she so Dawson is so in love with this girl that after she gets hit by a car and dies, because she's a non-believer, and of course that means she must die in these movies, she ends up falling. Spoilers, by the way. He ends up wanting to find this woman who works at the zoo, and kind of stalks this poor girl for like a really long time. It's kind of creepy, and eventually tells her what her parents never did, which is that which first and foremost, every character in this movie, this is one of those movies where the movie could not happen if the characters weren't gaslighting pieces of shit. Like, or overreacted to fucking everything. This girl, her parents are Robin Lively and Bart Johnson. If you know who those are, Robin Lively is an actress. She's popped up in some things. She's also Blake Lively's sister. Bart Johnson, her husband, is best known to most audiences. I call him not Diedrich Bader. He kind of looks like Diedrich Bader. He was Troy Bolton's dad in High School Musical. So he's in this movie, and they're the parents who have adopted. They're a couple in real life. They're also a couple in this film. They raised this girl, Andy, with their daughter who, bless this young actress's heart, she talks and moves around like a Stepford robot. I don't know what that's about. And I don't even blame her performance. I think it's just the direction she was given. It's very strange. But essentially what happens is that she's just like London. And also she reads her Bible. She's been going to church, everybody, which means she doesn't wear tank tops and other clothing that exposes her stomach. That means she's not a dirty, rotten sinner. And that means that he can fall in love with this girl who has this girl's face, but none of the attributes that apparently make her worthy of death. That's this movie. Oh, and also, in vitro parents are not real parents. That's what this movie says. I do find it also kind of hilarious that this movie is about how in vitro is a positive thing, and it's made by at least some people in the production. I'm not going to speak for Tyler Russell, but other people who you just know wanted to overturn Roe v. Wade. You just know it. This movie, I hated this movie. This was genuinely hard to sit through. I walked out of this theater, and I was walking out. I was also the youngest person there by at least 4 decades, and I mean that genuinely. I was walking out, my friend kind of tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Oh, hey, how was the movie, Grant?" I'm like, "Oh, standard stuff." They know me there. I was like, because I see everything. They tapped me on the shoulder, and I was just like, God. And I think I said something along the lines of, it felt like spending 2 hours and 10 minutes getting waterboarded with syrup. That's exactly what it is. I should have known I was in trouble when the pre-show to this movie was a Hobby Lobby ad. And then, get this, Hobby Lobby is given a special thanks in the credits. Yeah, okay, cool. Also, a movie where one of the trailers is a movie where 2 different trailers, one of which is from the same writer, that basically says, stay with your abusive husband. Because that's what Jesus wants. And another one that I don't think is from these filmmakers, is like Fahrenheit 451, but if the only book they're trying to ban was the Bible. What? These are the kind of movies I see in my theater. All that being said, I hated this movie. I hated all the characters. Lynn Collins, who's been in things like John Carter, she shows up in this. And also, she has a liver disease. So, she's an atheist. So I guess that's what happens. Or at least I think so. They never really outright say if her parents are, to be fair. But they kind of imply it. Unless I missed something. Regardless, she... And this woman, they kind of guilt this poor young woman to, also kind of give her the kidney, because apparently London, who is the same actress, but the thing is, she's clearly a brunette, and you can tell, because when London's on screen, her hair is in a very obvious blonde wig. It's kind of embarrassing. You can probably see the seams of where the thing ends. This is an example, this is also one of those faith-based movies where a majority of the dialogue is exposition. It's like, as you know, to pregnant friend, when I come to your baby shower next Sunday, and what the, and then there's also scenes that just feel out of place. Like she's talking to her early on. London is talking to Dawson Cage. I'm never gonna get over how bad that name is. Is talking to is like asking about God and stuff, and she kind of giggles because she's an unbeliever, and then tones kind of deadens. And he's just like, it's not a joke to me, London. That's the other thing. Can this lead character lighten the fuck up? Like, the London character, when she's on screen, is kind of bubbly and charming. She's actually kind of likable. That same actress, though, her other character later on, is kind of dull, too. But when she's playing London, like, you kind of like this character. As kind of bad as her dialogue is, you kind of like this character. And nobody in this movie seems to really have any kind of... Everybody just seems really, really overly serious all the time. There's really no bubbliness to this movie. And whatever kind of joyfulness there is in this movie comes in the form of just what is literally half of this movie. This movie's 2 hours and 10 minutes. Half of it is montages on jet skis. They put in samey scenes of these characters on jet skis like every 5 minutes in this movie. I don't get it. And then when they break up, he mournfully kind of is cradling the keys of the jet ski to his... Yeah, okay, cool. This movie I can't. And it's just so bad. But the thing is, it's not... I wouldn't go so far as to say it's going to be my number one of the worst. It's going to be on my worst of list, but it's going to get the score it's going to get. But it's not offensive necessarily. I mean, okay, the characters are... It's kind of offensive in the sense of, like, you're an atheist, therefore you must die. But it's not nefarious. It's not like neo-Nazi propaganda. It's not like hate. I wouldn't go as far as call it hateful. And I also will give credit where credit is due. This guy, Tyler Russell, seems like a pretty nice guy. And I appreciated him reaching out and being a good sport and taking constructive criticism. But this movie feels like a Nicholas Sparks movie that was written by people who were crazy. There's just something about this movie that just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I was in a theater full of people who were really getting into it, and I couldn't. I just couldn't. And I know that people are going to get on me about it. The cavalry's gonna come in and is going to see that I don't like it and just downvote anyway. That's fine, whatever. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. I'm just trying to get you to understand. No, I don't think it's offensive. I just think it's bad. It's just not a good movie. But at the same time, Tyler Russell seems like a pretty cool guy. I'm rooting for him. As much as I didn't like this film, I like Tyler Russell. He seems like a cool dude. So make of that what you will. But in the meantime, as for his film, I gotta give it one of these. Yeah, you see it. Middle Finger of Kindness. I didn't like this movie. 0 stars. This movie just upset me. There's just something... It was hard to watch more often than it should have been. But anyway, but yeah, that being said, 0 stars. Middle Finger of Kindness. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. And when I said trailers, I meant Fathom promos. There's really not trailers per se in front of this, so none, I suppose. And then was there Shawarma? Yes, the movie... It has one of those endings that goes into the credits, and there's a message, and there's some behind-the-scenes footage during the credits. But yeah, that's it. On that, that is it for God, I already forgot that. Someone Like You. So that's it. We'll be back very shortly after this for a review from Sundance, the first of the from the vault from this year's Sundance Film Festival of the documentary Girl State, which is coming out Friday. I saw it at Sundance. I can't wait to talk about it. So we'll talk about that after this. Tomorrow we'll have reviews of Monkey Man, and The First Omen. Friday is Epic Tales and Wicked Little Letters. And we also have coming up down the line North of Normal, AMC Screen Unseen, the Suga concert movie. Hundreds of Beavers, and more to come. The People's Joker. We also have a review of that coming on the 18th. So, yeah, because we're going to Webster to see that one. So, anyway, that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Another class dismissed, Philly 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what it's supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey, Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me on some reviews, this, and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything at either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of Someone Like You? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we're all Raised on Popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.